Hey everybody, what is cracking? Mellowlink here, back with another video in regards to to get you prepared for Tekken 8. Basically, this game has changed quite a bit from Tekken 7, including several mechanics that you will be using game to game. They aren't really scenarios that come about randomly. They're pretty often and pretty common. So I thought I'd give you guys just a few quick tips in case you aren't aware of these ones, just so you can be at your maximum efficiency when the game comes out. So to kick it off, scenario number one in the Tekken 8 tactics of 8 must-know tips to get you geared up for Tekken 8. How to initiate heat. So the point of conversation for this one is how should you activate, in terms of should you maybe activate it midway through a combo? Should you use a heat engager? Should you activate it raw from across the screen just to get into it? Should you bait a reaction by activating and then cancelling? These are all ways you can initiate your heat, and knowing exactly, thinking about scenarios and what you might want to do in terms of activating your heat in the best way for success is going to be key in Tekken 8, as obviously the game revolves around heat, so you're going to want to think about this going in. So the next one I want to talk about is actually utilizing your heat. So once you're in heat, there's still plenty of options for you to do. You can obviously do your heat smash, which everyone should know by now. You can choose to mix up your opponent by thinking you're going to do a heat smash, especially those who have low heat smashes, to sort of further mix up your opponent. Or you can also utilize your heat mechanic. So everybody does something different in heat. For example, Jin has his Omen stance, and the way you know that you're using your heat mechanic is it makes that sound effect, which I'll show here. So whenever it makes that sound, you're utilizing your heat, I would say, ability or mechanic. And every character, as I said, has different properties. Some grab, some have guard breaks, some do extra chip. Each character's heat ability has different properties, so make sure you explore that and test it out in lab. Which basically brings me to the next one, which I already tested on. It's a no-brainer. Chip damage while you're in heat. Certain moves do chip, maybe all moves do chip, depends on the character. Utilizing your chip damage will not only do chip to the opponent's health bar, but in most cases it will slow down the reduction of your heat gauge. So you want to try and aim for this as much as you can. Certain moves as well, like for example King, his heat ability, if he gets a mix up in his heat successfully and the hit comes off, it actually replenishes the bar completely. So make sure you know what your character can do and really utilize that the heat bar when you can. Okay, so the next tip that I'd like to bring to everyone's attention is, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but the actual Oki in this game has actually changed. So the ground Oki, the way they fall on the floor, etc, etc. So it obviously still exists, but now there's a new mechanic where basically before, if somebody was lying on the floor and you did a grounded move, they would fall the exact same way, or different positions, but the same basic principle would apply. They can tech roll instantly after that and they'll be fine. In this game, it looks like you can slide people's bodies across the floor in different ways. So myself included, we all have to find out what exactly works in terms of Oki, whether it's spike, tech roll catch, back roll catch, things like that. Definitely just need to work out what works in this game. Oki is going to be such a game changer. You need to work out your Oki, and for those who don't know what Oki is, it stands for Okizeme, which is basically, the situation where your opponent is waking up and what you choose to do with it. So once you hone in on exactly what catches people, you just have to look at what the scenarios are you can apply it to and how that can benefit you, because you can actually snowball from one Oki situation. So basically, I didn't want to make these videos too long, so that pretty much covers part 1 of the 8 tips to help you dominate and get geared up for Tekken 8. I'll post part 2 shortly, but let me know what you guys think in the comments of this video, and let me know if it helped you out. Take it easy for now, guys. Peace.